It's absolutely crazy. Like these things are not my plan. I don't like plan this stuff out to say, look, we need to talk about this today. It's literally not in my plan. But you two brought in some good things to talk about that I think we need to talk about. So we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna fix my Zoom real quick. There we go. We're gonna jump in to Billy Garcia because you are just thebomb.com on some of your stuff. And I'm gonna play it real quick. Just because you're the bomb, man. You're the best. Here we go.
This is Billy with Legacy Real Estate. If you are interested in becoming a realtor or already a realtor seeking to advance your real estate business, we are committed to supporting your growth at Legacy. Whether you are operating as a solo agent or aiming to build a team, we offer high-level coaching and training designed to accelerate your professional development. At Legacy, we emphasize strong culture and shared identity. So please feel free to reach out if you are interested. We would be delighted to welcome you aboard and helping expand our family here at Legacy Real Estate. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day, everyone.
Dude,
Thanks, man.
you're doing so good, man. I'm loving this. Dude, I like your little room there too. That's legit.
It's my little office back here. I don't know if you can see. I don't know. I can't even see
Little
myself.
recording studio. You're like
I would
you're
say it's yeah, it's my little recording. It's an office, but I have a bunch of albums in the back too. There we go. You can see it.
that is so cool. Yeah. I like the wall, the accent wall. It looks good.
Yeah, I did that too.
Classy.
Yeah, I did that. I have some art that I took off, but yeah, I'm planning to put it back up again. So
Do you
Dude,
see mine? I got a nice accent wall.
you
yeah,
do.
dude.
Yeah, it's bright white.
Bright white accent wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good. You guys are two good-looking dudes, man. Hey, just wanted to continue the conversation about Instagram and what we're doing here to make it get the most reaction. And you said that video that I just played right now, Billy, you said that that was has already gotten one agent in 24 hours reached out to you,
Yeah. Hmm.
wanting to meet up and talk and hear about what you got going on.
Right. Hmm.
Yeah, this is good. Let's play it.
Hey everyone, it's Billy with Legacy Real Estate. I hope you're doing well. This is for my buyers out there. Do you know what the 28-36 rule is? The 28-36 rule is a great tool to utilize to calculate the amount of debt an individual or a household should assume when purchasing a new home. This means that a household should not exceed 28% of its gross income on housing expenses and should not exceed 36% of its income on total debt. If you're a little confused, let me explain. So you take your housing expenses or your total monthly debt and you divide that number by your gross monthly income. Then you would multiply that number by 100. This is where you get those percentages. You shouldn't exceed 28% of your housing expenses and you should not exceed 36% of your total debt. So this is a great strategy to use when purchasing a new home. If you're wanting further explanation, feel free to reach out and I will be happy to work with you guys. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll talk soon.
Perfect.
Woo! Feeling the heat coming off this dude right now. He's killing it. All right, so that video
That
got
second video right there is that's the special one right there. The blue sweater.
371 views on that one, 568, 393. That one in last 24 hours that you posted, that one came out 785 views so far
Hmm.
in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And your profile's blocked, so no one can see. Just kidding.
No, that one's public,
I
so
want to
it's
show you one thing. It seriously makes a big difference to have a little microphone like this, and these things are cheap. You can buy them off of
yeah.
Amazon.
I do have one. So there's two ways that I do. I have one that's actually I can hold, clip, and then I have an actual microphone that connects to the phone itself, and it can just hang there, and it blocks out all the wind and everything too. So this is the one that I use here.
Oh, look I'm showing you my little windsock compared to your. I mean, do we got to like?
Well, no, I have two. I have those two, right?
Mine's bigger than yours type of scenario going on. You want?
Look, it's I
I
don't
don't
have
want
a
to.
little
I don't want to play that game.
I don't have a little clip on me, but this is it. This goes to it right here too. This is the little it clips right here on my shoulder, and then the other one clips to the phone.
Got it. All right, let's hear. Listen.
Hey everyone, it's Billy with Legacy Real Estate. I just wanted to drop in here. This is how I start my morning off every day with these little kiddos. Hey, say hi guys. And I just want to remind you guys to set those goals today. Go crush them. Happy selling. Have a great week, everybody. Good luck.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
I'm telling you, like, there's been a thing that a lot of coaches out there said that if you really want to get popular and become a huge social media guru or the celebrity of the area, I like to say, go get a kid.
Yeah,
It helps.
Oh,
my daughter loves to do
sounds
it.
inexpensive.
I mean, it can be, but I mean, does it pay for itself? I guess it depends on what you do.
Well, I've got one. I've got a few I can borrow.
Well, that's just it. If you don't have a kid, borrow a kid. Go buy a kid. Go do, yeah, seriously, go do something. No, don't. You
Hey,
can't.
Billy,
I have-
did you ever see the Instagram video where Monica, the lender here, pranked me with a
No,
phone call?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Nice.
that's priceless.
Yeah, that's
She she,
fun.
she
Oh,
was on the phone and literally
that part
took.
about being open to the public is you get like mine's fully open as I get these fraudulent ones that jump in here and I've got to like remove the tags and report it and all that stuff. So it's
Well, there's a setting you can change to where you have to approve anything before it gets posted to your page.
yeah, should probably do that.
Um, but yeah, Billy, so she pranked me. She took a fake phone call like it was a buyer. And
That
I'm
one.
sitting there on a patio right this summer and we're having a drink or whatever. And so I hear her say that, oh, you want to sell your house? And it instantly grabs my attention, right?
Oh,
And
yes,
then
I did see this one. Yeah, you're right. I
yeah,
did see
and
this one.
she's talking about how, oh, you don't need to use an agent.
Oh,
They're overpaid. And I'm just like, what?
oh
Like,
man,
give me the
it's a
phone.
good
Like, let me
video.
fix this.
It's a
That's
good.
right. I do remember that one. I was like, yeah, I could see
I
you're
was so annoyed.
So I was
boiling.
going to show you one here where my see, I think it's under, is it a reel? Mine is my dad jokes
Yeah.
with my, oh my gosh, and they're the dumbest things in the world. I was going to try to show one, but I think they were all basically stories, so they fell off. But they're the dumbest things, and we look so foolish, but my daughter loves it. That's the fun part. My kids love it. Your kids love that. Look at the smiles on their face. They
Yeah,
love
they
it.
love it.
And at the same time, you had killer feedback on your Instagram page.
I actually have a video. I want to share it. It's we were on our way back from San Diego, I think, and we stopped by an IKEA
Mm.
and my daughter's like, "Hey, can I do a tour of the rooms?" I said, "Okay." So I recorded her and this is the countertop and over here, come this way. This is our room. And right here, this is where TV goes. And she's like pretending that
Whoa.
she's pretending she's me, right? So she's doing this whole like I'm an agent and I'm showing. And then my son caught on to it and he was like, "Okay, I want to do it too, Dad." So I have a recording of both of them. I was like, I should probably share that. It's got a little cute video.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fun. People eat
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah.
The other thing I was going to show you that's kind of good, but I don't have one here is a phone holder. Oh, you do have one. Then why aren't you using it?
I just used it, but I don't know what happened. It just kind
What
of,
happened right now? The battery went dead?
yeah, no, the battery didn't die. It just kind of stopped. I don't know what happened.
What a nice one. Well, that's a DJI, right?
Yeah, this is,
This cheapy here, and I've had it for years, and it works really well, and it's just a little cheap. It doesn't matter which one you use. They're all great stabilizers. They all work. Utilizing your social pages, you just got to do it, right? Just get
let's
crazy,
let's see if I can get it clicked back on.
get crazy social. Continuing down that line of social, let's get back over here to Billy's Instagram. So these are all reels. Reels are popular. Hit the reels big time right now. Get them on there. Short-term reels. I do YouTube shorts a lot too. You'll
Mhm.
see on my YouTube page, we've got, I'll probably bump up right now because yeah, we're live right now on the YouTube page. But if I get into my videos and hit on my shorts, you'll see that this has been, well, this is not the right page, this is the wrong page, got to switch accounts, too many accounts going on. These shorts have been really doing well. Boy, I am all messed up. Isn't it fun that when you try to do something live real quick, all of a sudden everything kind of changes and you're all over the place. Here we go. So the shorts, hitting these shorts. I mean, look at I don't even advertise this page and I'm getting views.
Yeah.
Three, 1,000. I'm not getting a lot. I'm not using it much at all. Just occasionally throwing them on there, very rare. And the shorts are actually getting a pretty good view. So this is Billy's. Look at some of my shorts are popping up on yours. There's a 1,600. This one's yours. Here, let's click on my shorts or my reels. Yeah, 300, that's 1,200, 1,100. I know some people that are getting 6 to 10,000 views on there. 2,100. So I mean those are big. Getting these reels on here, lots of reels, or shorts on YouTube. That's working, right, Billy?
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I'm seeing with you too, and I want to do it. I want to start something with YouTube, but I'm not sure what kind of content. Is it training? Is it, from what I understand, I think, I mean, maybe Tony, you can, you know, help
Well,
with this too, but is it trainings or is it shorts? Is it, lengthier videos? What is it? What's getting
It's
the views?
it's the short videos. So I need to ask this question, but it's the short videos because you only have, what do they say? 17 seconds or something like that, right? 30
Right.
seconds to really grab somebody's attention, right?
yeah.
And it's the funny stuff.
Three things I wish I knew before becoming a real
It's
estate
not the
agent.
well thought out
Number
ones.
one,
It's
your
the
lead gen.
bloopers. It's the funny ones that, like, Faith, she did one where she had an
I'm asking my real estate agents.
at a house.
I don't want to be.
I'm
and,
asking.
and literally she went and poked her head down in the crawl space because he was down there, and
Yeah.
she got like 1.5 million views on that.
Yeah.
Just for being funny and sticking her head down like she knows what she's looking for in the crawl space, right?
That was on YouTube.
That was I don't know if that was a YouTube one, but that was her Instagram, but it was like 1.5 million views and not very long.
I don't want to be selling.
I'm trying to get this to not just play right away, but if I click on any of these people and jump into their pages, these are realtors, so you could totally just be a realtor and do yours. Look at this guy, his shorts, 3.6, 3,000, 5,000. I mean, just continuously and using the same software that you're using right now, which is working really good. Big View.
Yeah.
Are you utilizing, so this one over here I did through Big View, this one I did through Big View. My system is working for me, so that's important. Throwing the words on there. It only
Yes. Yeah.
took to do this, and literally I took an old video that I had recorded, an old coaching call like this, and that system, that Big View, will actually break it down into small 30-second segments for you, like within a couple minutes. And then you just turn around and you can click a few buttons, and I created a bunch of short videos, and they're all shorts. They're all shorts or reels. Created a
Yeah.
bunch of important for me to get in there and do that. So right now, during this time, I'm supposed to be calling for sale by owners and expireds, but I'm not doing that right now because instead I'm using software like that Big View software you're using works to create some really easy, fast shorts or reels.
Yeah. I was showing some of the guys at the office yesterday, because they asked the same thing. What's a program? I showed them the program. I said and actually Sierra was there too. And I was like, look, I grab my phone and I speak whatever I want to speak into, the script, right? You speak it into the script, and then you just go polish it up, right? Polish it up. At least you want to speak and then get the idea and then polish it up. And I told them, I was like, I can make this video in 5 minutes, and I made it in 5 minutes, right? So
Yeah.
so I
Big
I was kind of showing them how to do that.
Yeah, Big View. And this is a great software. There's lots of good different softwares out there you can use, but yeah, all these you can actually get in there, use a teleprompter. So these are different projects. So this is one that my system is working for me. Another one I did, my projects. They work. This is a great software. I'm really liking it. Look at how this one here I did, and this one here I did. And just with the system, you can choose, it'll actually AI as you're creating it, the AI will actually throw in some other content. Check this out. Guys, this is organic traffic that's going to bring you a ton. You've got to have an online presence. The more you're working through this stuff, the more you're clicking and doing that and doing this, the more people are going to start clicking and searching you. And the more they search you as the celebrity of the area, the more your search is going to come up. Here's some homework. Google your name, first, last name, realtor, and see what comes up. See how many. I didn't add that video in there.
That's cool, man. I honestly haven't even played with it. I haven't played with it in depth, and I need to. That's cool.
And
Literally,
what software is that?
it's called Big View.
Big
Uh,
View?
literally, it did it in like 30 seconds, minute and a half at the most, something like that. It added all the AI. So it's just a click button as you're doing and modifying the video, and it pulls it up and you have it in that first thing. And then you can choose that you want to add these subtitles in here. You choose the subtitle, and then you go to the next page. And then down below, look down below, there's a couple of check boxes. One of them is for letting the AI throw stuff in here like this. The other one, there's 3 different boxes, 3 different options. One of them is you can do upload your own stuff. One of them you can let the AI do it. And then the other one, there's one more, I can't remember what it is. And then I just did it and I'm like, whoa, that's cool.
It's a responsibility of the team leader.
Guys, so my system is working for me. Let me show you this other one. This other one's cool too. Check this one out. My system is working for me. So that's important for me to get in there and do that. So right now during this time, well, that froze up. Let me try again. All right, this one.
It's a responsibility of the team leader is to bring lots of opportunities for the team. Usually, typically, a team leader has enough business going on that they need teammates to help service the business, or they have enough coaching, or they have a lot of content.
I don't think those people are on our team.
They just have shirts that says team on it. I love it.
I mean, just the AI did it.
Yeah,
I'm telling
that's
you.
cool.
Well, and that kind of stuff is what captures people's attention for a longer period of time, right? So you
Yeah.
see all those Instagram or TikTok videos where you have somebody talking like we are, but then it's cutting to a restaurant making a steak or this weird stuff, but it just keeps everybody's attention, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice.
And so if you did that, if you were in a restaurant and you were recording your video for, hey guys, just want to do a quick market update. Before I do, I want you to check out this restaurant. Really cool restaurant. You got to see this. Or you can say, hey, it's the important, and you're just talking about restaurant over and over again. The AI actually watches your video real quick, listening to what you're talking about, and then it's going to throw random restaurants inside of there. Like random footage. It's pretty amazing. I'm telling you, the AI is getting better and better. It's really
Yeah,
scary.
I like it.
You gotta like it, right? Scary stuff. All right, what do you guys think? Anything else you want to talk about social media? Otherwise, we want to jump over to what we were talking about earlier.
Scripts.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about scripts for a second. So, first off, I jumped on this morning just to jump into what is going on in I think I searched what are the best scripts to use in 2025 or something like that. And this popped up, and I'm not going to just say that I promote HouseWire, but great software, great system, a lot of good information you can get in there. But it popped up with this cold calling script, and I thought this was a pretty cool cold calling script. Cold calling scripts for 2025. If you want to get into production fast in 2026, 2025, wherever you're at, you can't get away from doing some sort of cold calling. So let's just jump into it here. So hi, my name is Sean Cardoza. I'm with Cardoza Real Estate Group. I'm reaching out because a home just listed and sold in your area. It's over on this house. Just wanted to let the neighbors know about it. I mean, are they going to be like, idiot, and hang up? Or are they going to say, oh yeah, thanks. I think I did see that one. I think they're going to say, yeah, thank you. I did see that, because you didn't try to sell them anything. You're not trying to sell them anything, but it's a cold call. So it's a little nerve-wracking. But you don't want to just get in there. If we go over here to the HouseWire, cold calling usually isn't part of the real estate, but it still works if you do it right. Picking up the phone, having direct conversations, quickest, easiest way to meet new clients. Real estate scripts for cold calling aren't meant to give you a starting point so you feel confident and stay on track during the conversation. You're not using the script to read verbiage, but I just practically read verbiage there and it sounded pretty good. I don't think it sounded like I was reading a script, but it's to give you, and that's for circle prospecting. If you've got a listing that's in your brokerage or on your team and you want to kind of prospect it around it, you just got to get the numbers. I'll show you a system here in a second on how to get those numbers. But if you can get those numbers, you can start calling around it. And you'll probably get some that say, oh, I don't live there anymore, or I've never lived there. How'd you get my number? Stuff like that. And be like, oh yeah, no worries. It's open to the public and we just thought we would check. And yeah, I was told this was the correct number for you. I apologize. Whatever you want to say. But you get the numbers and then you're calling them. And you've got to have a path though, right? How about for sale by owners and expireds? Hey, it's Sean Cardoza. I just saw that you're selling your home yourself. How's that going so far? A lot of homeowners start with for sale by owners and realize it's a lot of work. Be glad to share some insights. Billy, what's your script on that? Because I know you just converted another listing yesterday, right?
Yeah. So I'll kind of use this one as an example. I called one day and then I said it's similar to this, but I kind of just you want to put your own personality, your own tone to it, and make it personal, right? You don't want to sound robotic. You don't want to sound like you are reading from a script, but you want to take the aspects of the script and kind of implement it. So yes, I call set and I get straight to the point. Hi, Mr. Johnson, how are you doing? Or actually, I take that back. Sorry, I wouldn't know their name. Hi, sir. My name is Billy Garcia. I'm with Legacy Real Estate. I saw you're selling your home for sale by owner on, whatever address. And I'll ask, so how's that going for you? Are you having any feedback? Are you seeing any feedback? Tell me a little bit more about it. And they'll kind of tell you. And like I said, you get straight to the point. Well, listen, I would love to have the opportunity to show you what we can do. One of the things that I've learned that works for me is I tell them I have converted a lot of these for sale by owners and actually have gotten over asking what you originally listed for. So, and then I go into the details of why it's best to sell with an agent compared to an owner themselves. And typically it's legalities. You don't want to mess up and end up in court. The marketing, how we take care of all the showings, professional photography. Those are a lot of things that they like to hear. One of the things they do, kind of the pushback is, I'd say about 85% of the time, it's always the fees. It always comes back to the fees, and they'll cut you off right away and they'll tell you, well, I don't want to use a realtor because of this. That's where you have to be prepared. You want to have I use a net sheet calculator and I have that in front of me. So, like I said, I go straight to all the stuff that we can offer. And then I ask them, so if I were to bring you a buyer, are you paying the agent as a buyer? Yes. For instance, this last one, yes, we are. We're paying 3%. Okay, well, let me tell you this. How about if I were to do just add a little bit more and I give them a percentage, and this is what we can do for you. If you're already paying this amount, why not pay a little bit more and actually we can market it and get it sold for you. And typically you want to look at the days on the market. They're going to be a little bit more enticed to hear about what they're investing in. If it's been 45 days on the market, they have nothing, right? They've had no interest. So, so I go into that. I have the net sheet ready. I have the comps ready. And I tell them, this is what you can get for the house if we were to sell at this price point. I tell them, this percentage is what, using a realtor, we can get, what am I trying to say? We can, you're going to get more out of your house, more bang for your buck if you use a realtor, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So, and then I show them the numbers. For instance, in this case too, I say, look at the difference between not using me and paying me for buying, for bringing you a buyer to actually using me is only $5,000. It's only a $5,000 difference. Now, we could probably make that up if we actually have more people coming to your door, more showings, and there's more interest in it, right? Because then now you have competition and people are going to bid higher on it. So there's a lot of things that benefit you. But yes, so I generally just start to go into those details
What about breaking it down to them and saying, so I understand that you don't want to pay a real estate agent all these fees. Let's break it down to what you're doing right now and what I would do. And what would that be worth it for you? What would be worth it for you to have somebody handle all the contracts, negotiations, disclosures, all the things that are going to happen, plus pay for the photos, professional photography, and then stream it out all over the universe so that you're getting a bigger, wider net that you're casting? What would it be worth it for you to pay for that? You ever go that route?
So I do. So this is something I throw at them too. This is what you spent on your mortgage. So if it's a 45 days, you've had two mortgage payments, right? So what are you paying on your mortgage? 1,800. You spent $3,600 on your mortgage. If you would have gone with an agent and gone with me, this is what you could have saved, and we could have gotten this thing sold maybe sooner than the 45 dads. But now if you don't go with another agent and you spend another 1,800, now you're looking at $5,400 in these 3 months that you've had it on the market. And again, that's all that I'm asking for to actually sell the home for you. So if you break those numbers down,
On those
it,
days
it,
on the market, you can calculate how much they've
yep.
spent. If they would have
Yeah,
done.
I mean, typically if it's on the market for 45 days, they've spent it. They've already paid one mortgage. They pay the second month, and if they don't get it sold in the next 15 days, they're going to have a third mortgage due, right? So you break those numbers down for them too. People like to see numbers. They like to, they like to see. I like to show them on paper, show them the net sheet, and you got to kind of make them. I shouldn't make them, but you got to kind of. You have to get that point across too of what the value is that you bring to them versus what they're actually going to waste if they're not using a realtor.
I like that. That's good.
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 Well, and especially being able to get it out to a broader audience, right? So
Yeah.
just that by itself. But I do love the key point, and I've mentioned it too in the past, but the key point of bringing up what they're spending. I have a deal right now where we pulled it off the market temporarily, right? They were overpriced where they needed to be. They said, well, we're going to pull it off, see if we can throw renters in there for 6 months and let's see what the market does, right? One of those. And so I said, okay. I said, but here's what you've spent, right, in your mortgage. So we could have done a price reduction of X in the last 4 months, right? Because your mortgage payment's so high. We could have got aggressive with it. Well, now you've absorbed that by just chasing the market down with the price, right? So just showing that value, just breaking it down because they don't think about that, right? It's been on for 72 days. Well, that's, 2.5 mortgage payments, right?
You're right. And the thing is, honestly, I would say most of the time they don't even think about what they're spending the mortgage. They're just going
100%.
along with the routine, and they're not
Yeah.
like thinking of that's money that could have gone into, using a realtor, right? And
Yeah.
actually getting it sold. I think another important part I missed, Sean, is you have to find out their need of why they're selling. And that's kind of, again, part of the script is, can I ask you, is there a reason why you're selling the home? Do you need to sell it ASAP? Are you needing to get out of the home ASAP? What does that look like for you? And they'll tell you. Sometimes, I mean, you do get the people, the agents that are, or sorry, the clients that are just, well, we don't have to sell it ASAP, and we'll just let it sell on the market, see what we get. Well, again, that's when you can go back to the mortgage payments and say, this is what you're spending, and you're gonna, if you're gonna kind of spend this money on your mortgage anyway. But once you find out that why, for instance, in this last case or this last client that I had, they were like, we need to sell it ASAP. Okay, well, what do you mean by ASAP? We would want to sell it by tomorrow if we could. Then hey, okay, then let's do it. Let's do it. I think your best bet is going to be to use a realtor. Whether it's me or somebody else, I think your best bet is to go with a realtor. However, I would love for you to give me the opportunity, kind of show you what we can do. So let's schedule an appointment. Let me go to the house, see the house. And we did. And that's kind of the thing is when I got to the house too, you make a little bit more. You want to get that in-person appointment too, because that kind of, they want to see the face. They want to see the personality. They want to know who they're talking to, right? They want to see that you're an actual person. And in this case, this family had an elderly mother. And going there, it kind of we made a connection, and we're talking about family. And my mom actually lives around the corner from them, and we're talking about the neighborhood. I kind of grew up in the area, and we just connected, right? We connected. We had things in common, and they were pumped. They said, "Okay, let's go." So it is very important to also get that appointment set, an in-person appointment set.
That needs analysis.
Mhm.
Needs analysis. Find out what they need and then go use that as an opportunity to help them reach that goal. It's good.
Mhm.
Expired listings. And one thing that you brought up, Billy, was the importance of not just expireds, because we're missing a whole other category of people. The canceled, right?
Yeah, cancel. So in our MLS, we have two
Categories.
categories, right? We have canceled and expired. A lot of people I see just go to the expireds, and they're not. I don't know if it's an assumption that agents are just thinking, well, they canceled and they don't want to sell. That's not always the case. So same thing with, I mean, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same script, similar script to the for sale by owners. Why? Uh, you ask them, why do you think it, it sat on the market for 6 months and you had no interest? Why are you, why was it canceled? Why do you think you weren't happy with it? What was going on with this? And well, maybe my agent wasn't, aggressive enough. I feel like they weren't marketing it enough. And, I'll ask them, so did you have enough, do you feel like you had enough showings? How did that go for you? Did you have any open houses? So I started going over these strategies and asking them, how do you feel it went? And again, they'll tell you, and for canceled listings, it's, I will say there's a lot of times, I can't put a percentage on it. There's a lot of times that they say, I canceled it because I wasn't happy with my agent. And then that's when you go into, well, this is what we can do. This is who we are. This is who we are as a brokerage. This is who we are as a team, as an agent. And this is what we can do for you, A, B, and C. You want to have that lined up. And you kind of just counter what they were lacking from the previous experience. And you want to compensate to make them have a great, better experience. So, yeah.
Man, that's good.
Love it.
In this case, hi, it's Sean Cardozo, Cardozo Real Estate Group. I noticed your home was listed for but didn't sell. I know that could be frustrating. I'd love to share a few ideas on why homes in your area sometimes don't move and what I can do different. Pretty salesy script. Pretty salesy script.
Right.
What do you think about that? What would you do different? How do you approach the for sale by on or the expired and canceled?
I didn't mind that script actually though.
You love it.
Right. I mean, honestly, I see that it didn't sell and I know that's frustrating. Let me show you a few reasons why I think that might be the case and what we could do different, working together. So, I think that is,
I've already had a million realtors do that. It's a waste of my time.
yeah, well, you haven't had me yet, so have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a good point, Sean, because you will say, well, I've had 10 calls from 10 realtors and they all said the same thing. It's a sign, it's this. I said, well, if you've had 10, what's one more? Let me just share with you what we can do. And, I do say, I tend to sell a lot of expired and for sale by owner listings and canceled listings, and I have great success with it. So let me show you what I can do and what's kind of different, right? And then again, go through A, B, and C and tell them what you can do. But you have to have that lined up. You can't just call with just a script. You have to have your, part of the script is having all your information ready to just fire at them when they ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. How about cold call scripts for listed homes? So we're kind of back to almost like a form of circle prospecting. Hi, Sean Cardozo, Cardozo Real Estate Group. Just put a home in your on the market over on your street on this address, very specific to this address. Wanted to make sure all the neighbors heard about it. There's a couple different software, that I recommend. One is RedX, and this is RedX. And using this to circle prospect, let's just use 512. Just thinking of a listing on top of my head. 512 Kimball. Oops. Kimball in Caldwell, Idaho. And I uppercased, but that's okay. So now I pulled up that whole general area right there. And it's automatically pulling up 1,000, but I can break it down to like the closest 25 homes in that neighborhood, 50 homes in that neighborhood. Then I can use this software to pull all those people And then there's another really cool software that I suggest called Sly Broadcast. Used this software for years where I can just simply do a voicemail drop. I don't think my account's active anymore. No, it's not. I can simply do a voicemail drop with a campaign right onto their cell phones if they have a cell phone. I've done this using this software. Cole Realty is another software. And I can literally just leave this there and invite people to open houses for my just listed. I've had like back in the day, we used to have 30 some odd people show up to our open house. No joke. We had to put a table out front and we used this software, Slide Broadcast, as well as pulling numbers. And we just do voicemail drop, but then we'd also door knock it and actual live call it too. But just to give them an invite over to the open house and get them to jump in there. So, but these cold call scripts, that's voicemail drop where you just say, hey, this is Sean. I'm over at Legacy Real Estate. Just wanted to let you know about a new listing that's went on the market near your street. It's on this address on Kimball. It's just around the corner from you. We'd like you to come over to our open house this weekend. It's this Saturday between 11 to 12 or 11 to 3. Join us. I'd like to see you there. You can get a chance to see what your neighbor's house looks like. Bring anyone that you know want to move to the neighborhood, something like that, and then let's just let it land right on their voicemail. Works really good. But that you can use that same script to call them and tell them, hey, just list it at home. It's on the market. It's on your street. It's around the corner from your neighborhood. Hey, we're going to do an open house this weekend. Wanted to invite you. You think you can come? So many things you can do with that cold call script.
I just real quick, I just want to say something. It's funny. When I door knock for these just listed, I ask them, "Do you have any interest in selling?" It's two birds, one stone, right? I ask them if you have any interest in selling. They say no. Great. That means you love your neighborhood. So could you vouch for your neighbor's house, the neighborhood, and would you be willing to bring some relatives? If you love your neighborhood and you love being here, then you kind of understand what the value is in this.
And that goes right back to the fact that for every you're trying to get the no out of the way early, right? And so you're preparing your script's all lined up, Billy. Hey, are you interested in selling your house? You're already expecting you're going to get a no. Okay, no. Perfect. So you love your neighborhood, sounds like. Yes. Now you got a yes. Excellent. We just listed one around the corner. Would you be willing to, vouch for the neighborhood for anyone that might be wanting to move into the neighborhood and say a good thing about it? Yeah, excellent. Look, how about this? Do you know of any friends or family that might want to move since you like it? Or what do you like about the neighborhood? Can you give me some feedback about it? Now you're building relationship and rapport.
Mhm.
Hey, I like that, Billy. It's good.
That's good. Good stuff.
Mhm. What else? Do we have another one in here? Oh, cold call referral requests. Hey, it's Sean. I saw you're selling your home yourself. How's it going so far? A lot of homeowners start for sale by owner realize it's more work. Sounds like the same script as before. I'm glad to share some insights about it. Okay, if you decide you'd like an agent's help, could I be the first to call you? So that's the referral, but it sounds exactly like the for sale by owner script. What's the referral side of that? I'm wondering. Anyone see something I'm missing on that?
So on the for sale by owner side of it, for instance, again, I'm going back to this last transaction I just captured, but or the listing I just captured. I said, they said we negotiated a commission, right? A fee. But the reason I said that too, I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, we'll do this, but let's make a deal. We get this sold, and you have a great experience with me. Give me referrals. They were like, okay. I was like, I just want you to tell your neighbors. I want you to tell your family. I want you to tell your cousins that I did such a great job, and that's how I build my business. And if I do this for you, can you help me out? They said, yeah. That's kind of where I go with that referral portion.
Man, that's good.
That's good.
I like that. Cold call script for an open house invitation. That kind of goes right back to what I was saying before. That's kind of that one. I'm hosting an open house at this address. I'd love for you to stop by and or pass the invitation along to anyone else looking. Be a great chance to see your neighbor's home. The only thing different I suggest with that to everybody is ask the dang question. Will you come? Get
Right.
it yes or no. So, hey, doing an open house over here. I like the script that I got from ICC is doing the open house over here. It's a special open house we're doing for Jeff and Jan. They really would like to be able to get as many people in there as they can. Anyone that knows anyone moving into the neighborhood, is there a chance you'll come? And by the way, I promised them I would do this. Do you know of anyone in the neighborhood looking to buy or sell that maybe we can reach out to and tell them a little bit about this house? Buy or sell, though.
Mhm.
Oh, I did hear that, yeah, the Douglases across the street were thinking about selling. Great, thank you for that. I'll reach out to them and see if maybe they want to come over and check this out. They can see what their neighborhood's looking like. You got to ask, you got to give that full-on invite. Okay, no feedback from you guys on that. Okay,
I
cool.
agree.
I agree.
I agree. That's great.
Cold call
Perfect.
script for soliciting investors. Hey, it's Sean. I work with several investors in the area and wanted to reach out to see if you're looking for any new opportunities. There's some properties coming available that might make sense for a rental or resale. Would you like me to send you a quick breakdown? This is great for, this script is okay, but let's just say a script about door knocking for flips or wholesales. Every realtor should be also into the buy and sell world or buy and hold world. They should be in it. And so your door knocking neighborhoods, don't forget that you also wear those hats too. You know somebody that might want to buy it if you don't, but eventually, hopefully you want to get into that world. So, hey, we're looking for anyone that might want to sell their home. We do have cash buyers available that can offer cash, instant offers. I even have it on my website that says we give instant offers within 72 hours. And so they can get in there and they can get an instant offer. But then if it doesn't work for us to buy it or our investor cash buyer to buy it, then we give them the option to list it and what that looks like. So it's always another tool in the tool belt to be using is the investor side of things. As realtors, you're investors. You should be. Or if you're not, maybe a lot of people may not want to, but that's where you make the big bucks is getting into the investing side of things. Everyone should be in it. And plus, realtors, we typically don't have retirement unless we pay into some sort of investments, our own 401ks, or we pay into something like that. But if you're buying real estate, that's your retirement someday. I know some investors that I actually helped them eliminate their entire portfolio. We were selling 2 or 3 a year. So each year, so they didn't get hit so much on taxes, they just started selling 2 or 3 a year. And I just helped them every year. We were liquidating their real estate. And they were just putting the money into something else, CDs or something like that, to gain back the money they lost in capital gains or whatever else they were choosing to do, putting it into some sort of different investment. But they literally cashed out. Great retirement.
Right.
So, cold call scripts, leaving a cold call voicemail. We went over that already. Cold call scripts, fear of influence. Hey, it's Sean Cardoza. Hey, I'm not going to say my business. Hey, it's your buddy Sean. How's it going? How you been? I was just thinking about you. I wanted to check in to see how things are going. By the way, the market's been pretty crazy lately. This is a business call, a little bit of a business call. I'll call you later to talk about your new grandbaby born, because I'm a grandpa. If any one of you know of anyone thinking about making a move, please let me know. All right, we'll call you later back. We'll call you back later. We'll talk about the grandkid. That's a good business call to do. I always say if you're calling your sphere of influence, you either start out right off the bat, being honest with them, telling them this is a business call. I'll call you back later. You just got to get through everyone and let them know about this open house or this event we're doing for Christmas this year or whatever it is. Or just flat out don't talk about real estate. Fine, there's always ways to plug what you do throughout the conversation, but no, that's going to be a 20-minute phone call. You're going to not get to all your people. And so if you've got 10 minutes per call to get through 20 people in the next 2 hours, do that math, that's about right. You only have so much time, so start out with this is a business call. Otherwise, you're going to get through 20 minutes, and in the end, you're going to say, hey, by the way, who do you know wants to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? And they're going to be like, this was a 20-minute wasted call. Why didn't you start out with that?
Right.
Look at you like, what in the world? No, be honest with them up front. These are your people. Otherwise, next time they're not going to answer the phone when you call. Sphere of influence.
Yeah.
90% of your business should be coming from sphere of influence. Honestly, that's where it's all happening.
I just picked one up, SOI the other week, and we had it listed. She took it off the market. I regrouped, and I think she wants to put it back on the market. But yeah, you're right. I just I call and ask them right away how are you liking this neighborhood? How are you liking the home? How are things going with the family? And you kind of get into that conversation with, well, actually I plant the seed when I sell the home. Typically you'll kind of get that feeling if this is a home that's just like a stepping stone for them, or if this is their forever home. If it's something where they feel like it's a stepping stone for them, yeah, circle back in 2 years. And this is what I did with this person. And I said, hey, we said 2 years. It's 2 years. What are you thinking? How are you liking the neighborhood? And she told me, you know what, Billy, you're right. Let's try to buy. I think we want to try to buy something with the equity we have now. Okay. And yeah, we talked about it and talked about what else they're looking for. And yeah, you got to plant that seed, I think, early on too.
Awesome. I mean, there's so much business out there to be had right now. There's so much we could do. So many agents just fail to get afraid to make these tough calls, right? And it works. Good success. You just nailed some. So thanks, guys, for speaking up and doing this with